Hello students, welcome to everyone. In today's video lecture, we are going to study one more important point of the chapter surface chemistry, that is adsorption isotherm or Freundlich adsorption isotherm. So what it is, just I am going to explain with you. And in your NCERT book, this very point is given, and this one is very much important for your upcoming examinations. So be sincere and listen the lecture properly. So what is adsorption isotherm? Adsorption isotherm is what just you have studied in previous lecture about adsorption and absorption, differences between the two, and on the basis of that the point is here adsorption isotherm, and also known as, that was given by Freundlich, so called Freundlich adsorption isotherm. So first know adsorption isotherm. Then what it is? Listen, when extent of x by m, one point I telling you, when extent of x by m is plotted against pressure at constant temperature, then a curve is obtained, and such obtained curve is called adsorption isotherm. Listen once again. When extent of adsorption x upon m, in which x is the amount of adsorbent and m is the mass of adsorbent, is plotted versus pressure or plotted against pressure at constant temperature, then a curve is obtained, and such obtained curve is called adsorption isotherm. And in 1909, Freundlich gave an empirical relationship between adsorption isotherm and pressure at constant temperature, and that is called Freundlich adsorption isotherm. And the relationship between adsorption isotherm and pressure at constant temperature can be expressed as, so x upon m is k p to the power 1 by 1, where this value of n is always greater than n. Listen, this expression x upon m is equal to k p to the power 1 upon n is called Freundlich adsorption isotherm, in short FAI. Alright, where x, this is small x, is what? It is the amount of adsorbent, m is the mass of adsorbent, k and n are constants, and P is the pressure. Alright student? So this expression is known as Freundlich adsorption isotherm. Alright? This expression is very important. You have to remember it. Kp to the power 1 by n. where the value of n should be greater than 1. Suppose this expression is 1. Suppose I expressing this equation by 1. So this Friedrich adsorption isotherm can be explained by plotting x by m versus p. Then a curve is obtained. Listen sincerely. This Friedrich adsorption isotherm can be best explained or can be best expressed by plotting x by m versus p. Then a curve is obtained, and that can be represented as. Children, be sincere. These are very important points. You have to define them, you have to represent them, and you have to plot also. So these are the simplistic manner which I providing you, that you have no difficulty in expressing such important type of points which are mentioned in your chapter surface chemistry. Alright? So suppose this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and on y-axis we are going to plot x by m, extent of x by m or magnitude of x by m. And what is x by m? It is the magnitude x upon m, and that is plotted against pressure. This is pressure. Then such type of curve is obtained. This is suppose 273 Kelvin. Suppose this is 244 Kelvin. Suppose this is 195 Kelvin. These are the temperatures. Okay? Suppose, so listen sincerely, children. This curve, this obtained curve in this at y-axis, extent of magnitude of adsorption x by m is plotted, and in x-axis pressure is plotted. While keeping the pressure constant, then this curve clearly indicates that there is a decrease. Listen sincerely. There is a decrease in the physical adsorption with the increase of temperature. Listen sincerely. When we are plotting x by m versus p and keeping pressure fixed, then such type of curve is obtained, and this curve clearly indicating that at fixed pressure there is a continuous decrease in the physical adsorption with the increase of temperature. Listen, here temperature is 195 Kelvin, the curve is coming as such. If the temperature is increased to 244 Kelvin, the curve is as such, and if the temperature is nearly about 273 Kelvin, then curve is as such. So what this is indicating? Clearly it is indicating that at fixed pressure there is a continuous decrease in the physical adsorption with the increase of temperature. Alright? So such curve formed are called adsorption isotherm, and they are plotted against x by m versus p. And x by m is what? It is the magnitude of adsorption, and p is the pressure. Also, one more point. These curves always seems to approach saturation at high pressure. These curves always seems to approach saturation at high pressure. Alright, so must remember this point. Now in this expression 1, taking log in both the sides of equation 1, take log in both the sides of equation 1. So log kp to the power 1 can be written, student. This can be written. Am I right? And this log kp to the power 1 by n is what? This may be written as, this is in the form of log m into n. So log m into n is log m plus log n. So this can be written as, that is log k plus 1 upon n log p. Because here log x to the power m is what? M log x, or log, you are also knowing the formula log m to the power n is n log m. So this formula is applied here to obtaining 1 upon n log p. Alright, student? And that can also be written as 1 upon n log p plus log k, and that is log x upon em. Can be written. So this expression, which is coming by taking log, is called logarithm form of Freundlich adsorption isotherm. Logarithm form of Freundlich isotherm represented by equation 2. Must remember, by taking log of this very expression, we are getting logarithm form of expression in such a way, and this is called logarithm form of Freundlich adsorption isotherm. And in this, children, if we plot, and that is just analogous to equation y is equal to mx plus c, which is of straight line equation. So if we plot log x by m versus log p, then a straight line will come, and a straight line will provide the slope 1 by n, and intercept will be log k. Why? Suppose we are going to plot here, see sincerely, suppose this is your x axis, suppose this is your y axis, and we are plotting here log x by m on y axis and log p at x axis. Then children, a straight line will come, a straight line will obtain, and this straight line, this is theta. So this straight line provides slope is 1 by m, and this is slope. Why m? M is what? M is a slope, m is a tan theta, m is a gradient. So m is what? That is 1 upon m. And c, you are knowing c is a intercept. So intercept value is log k. So this, children, this which is coming is the intercept. Intercept will be log k, and slope is 1 upon n. So from this equation 2, if we are plotting log x by m versus log p, a straight line is come, and that straight line giving slope is 1 by n, and intercept is log k. Clear, children? So must try to know how this is obtaining. So this tan theta means gradient, or you can say slope. Slope is 1 by n, and that is intercept is log k. Must remember. Okay, and this expression 2 is known as logarithm form of Freundlich adsorption. So remember these two graphs, very important for you. Now taking equation 1. Now taking equation 1. So what here, children? Just know in expression 1, if the condition is the value of 1 upon n is 0, then what will happen? Then no doubt x by m will be k, because p to the power 1 by n is 0 means p to the power 0 and value of p to the power 0 is 1. As you are knowing, in mathematics a to the power 0 is 1, a to the power 0 1. Similarly p to the power 1 by n, so 1 by n is 0, so x by m is k. And this equation clearly shows that the magnitude of adsorption is independent with pressure. Alright? This expression clearly indicating that, or clearly showing that, the magnitude of adsorption is independent of pressure. Similarly, in second condition, if the value of 1 upon n is equal to 1, if this value is 1, then what will be? Then the value of x by m in the equation 1 will be kp, or you can say x by m proportional to p. So in this condition, children, it is clear that the magnitude of adsorption varies with pressure, directly varies with pressure, means depends upon pressure. Magnitude of adsorption x by m proportional to p, that clearly showing that this varies with proportional to pressure. Alright? And these two observations have been verified. These two observations have been verified, and the experimental isotherm is always seems to approach saturation at high pressure, and this cannot be explained by Freundlich adsorption isotherm. So Freundlich isotherm fails at high pressure. Must remember, the experimental isotherm is always seems to saturation at high pressure, and this cannot be explained by Freundlich adsorption isotherm. So Freundlich isotherm fails at high pressure. Must remember this point. So this is all about Freundlich adsorption isotherm. Must remember, this is very important for you. And now wait for my upcoming lecture. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day. Stay safe.